All right, what ideas from the book get your students to use academic language? So, the first is in Tomlinson and McTee, promote academic language. So using essential questions and teaching for understanding in academically diverse classrooms. So essential questions are open-ended, which invites all learners to respond. Essential questions serve as doorways to understanding. And then 6 practical tips for essential questions, which is less is more, key vocabulary is necessary. So using academic language in these essential questions can get students to respond using the academic language as well. Make them engaging, personalized questions, post questions in the classroom, and this can be about just the content in general, and follow up for a deeper understanding. So allowing students the opportunity to use academic language either in their response to essential questions or to talk about it. In Zwires and Crawford, to promote academic language, they talk about designing effective instruction. When you're designing effective instruction, you're requiring both partners to talk. So its focused open-endedness allows students to form different ideas on a topic, defend them, and negotiate them. This provides students the opportunity to talk with one another and use academic language in conversation, take advantage of controversies and conflict. Conversations give students plenty of practice with persuasion, argumentation, and resolution of issues. So giving students this type of topic does promote using academic language, and building opportunities for transfer, knowledge, and skills. Students learn how to use skills in one class, in another class, and in the real world. So applying the academic language that they've been taught and maybe referencing it to real world situations. Then Zwires and Crawford promote academic language. They say to train students for advanced conversation. To train students to take conversations to a more academic level topic, generate, pose an idea, build on it with support. So using examples, explanations, evaluate, explain, challenge. So a lot of times when you're asking students to explain or challenge themselves, it's giving them the opportunity to use academic language, either written or out loud. Also giving students a chance to pause before taking a turn, to give students the opportunity to think. When you give students that pause, it allows them time to process either new academic language taught to them or maybe academic language that they can talk to. And then train students in different types of academic conversations, build and explore ideas. Why? How? In your opinion, do you think that? Debate issues, solve problems, teach, and learn. When asking these type of questions, saying why, how, you're asking students to explain themselves, which they can use academic language to explain themselves. In Schmoker, he argues that teachers should direct and use a whole class approach. So for students to understand math, they need direct, intensive reading instruction. So this means to provide essential background for context, review unfamiliar words, post word problems on the board, scaffold, whole class sentence by sentence, analysis of problem, and students writing their thoughts. So by this he means going through a word problem, sentence by sentence, talking about words that students may be unfamiliar with for a better understanding. You know, there may be some academic language in the context that students are not familiar with, and it gives the teacher the opportunity to go over a word. One word that I found that a lot of students don't understand in math is product. And just by going through a sentence and explaining them what that means, they're able to understand how to solve the problem. And then using close reading methods succeed on complex multi-step math problems. So by using these close reading methods, students can succeed in multi-step math problems because they understand what they're reading. So how do these ideas make me a better teacher? So implement differentiated instruction in the classroom. So for the future, I can help students connect big ideas and essential questions. And in math, this could just be something as easy as what is a slope? Hold students' interest while exploring big ideas and essential questions. So this could be, on a boring math lesson, trying to connect it to a real world experience that could get students engaged. Help students establish and achieve personal learning goals. So this could be a student who's struggling in math and making sure his homework comes in on time, and allowing students to have specific math goals to improve. Use a variety of instructional strategies to promote deeper understanding of the subject matter for students. So in math, it's great to use different forms of methods because students learn differently, and some students learn better in lecture with the teacher, and others work better working with other students. So allowing students different instructional methods will allow them to have a deeper understanding of specific math subjects. And then use assessment to determine skills, needs, check for understanding, and provide feedback. So being able to, maybe have an exit ticket to review that before you leave and see what did the students understand and what didn't they. Or just even walking around the classroom, giving students some example problems and seeing where students are struggling. So then you can check for how well they're understanding the content and what you need to work on. And then teacher facilitates constructive meaning rather than telling. So this could be a student goes up to the board and is writing question or is solving a problem and letting them explain their work. And the teacher, asks other students to contribute as opposed to telling students how the student is solving the problem. And then teacher uses a variety of resources to promote understanding. So this could mean, using the overhead projector or using whiteboards, just utilizing resources instead of just speaking to make the students feel more engaged and differentiate instruction.